Good day, Ma. I am candidate number 1024. I have been asked to demonstrate wound dressing. First, I perform hand hygiene using the appropriate technique. I introduce myself to the patient and confirm identity using name and hospital number. I explain the procedure to the patient, its purpose, and what is expected, and I obtain verbal consent. Good day, sir. I am student nurse E. I have been asked to clean and redress your wound today. The procedure involves removing the old dressing, assessing the wound, cleaning it using sterile technique, and applying a new sterile dressing. The purpose is to prevent infection and promote wound healing. You may experience slight discomfort during the procedure, but I will be as gentle as possible. Do I have your consent to proceed? I provide privacy by closing curtains or doors. I prepare a clean, safe, and well-lit environment.
I position the patient comfortably and expose only the wound area while maintaining dignity. I perform hand hygiene again before proceeding.
I assemble all the required equipment. On the top shelf, sterile dressing pack, sterile gloves, sterile gauze swab, sterile forceps, gallipot, normal saline and prescribed wound cleansing solution, appropriate sterile dressing materials. On bottom shelf, clean gloves, disposable apron PPE, dressing tape, plaster or bandage, Macintosh and draw sheet, clinical waste bag bin. I check that all sterile packs are intact, dry, and within the expiry dates. I arrange the trolley appropriately, maintaining the upper shelf as the sterile field and the lower shelf as the clean area. My assistant will handle items from the clean area, such as opening solution bottles, pouring prescribed solution into the gallipot, and passing required supplies without contaminating the sterile field.
I perform hand hygiene before wearing sterile gloves, and my assistant helps me don my apron.
I place a protective Macintosh and draw sheet beneath a wound site to protect the bed linen. I carefully remove the old dressing while supporting the surrounding skin. If the dressing adheres to the wound, I loosen it gently to avoid tissue trauma. While removing the dressing, I observe the amount, color, consistency, and odor of any exudate. I inspect the wound bed and surrounding tissues. I assess the wound size, depth, appearance, and condition of the surrounding skin. I look for signs of infection, including redness, swelling, heat, pain, and periodont discharge.
I note any abnormalities for documentation and reporting later. I discard the used dressing immediately into the clinical waste bin. I remove my gloves. I perform hand hygiene and put on sterile gloves again. I establish and maintain a sterile field. My assistant opens the solution bottle and pours the prescribed solution into the gallipot from the clean area without contaminating the sterile field. Using sterile forceps and gauze, I cleanse the wound from the cleanest area to the least clean area. I use one swab for each stroke and discard each swab after use. I select an appropriate sterile dressing based on the wound characteristics. I apply the dressing using aseptic technique and secure the dressing appropriately. I assess patient comfort throughout the procedure. I protect the surrounding skin where necessary. I dispose of all used materials according to infection prevention and control guidelines. I remove my gloves safely. I perform hand hygiene thoroughly. I decontaminate the trolley and return equipment to its appropriate location. I reposition the patient comfortably. I advise the patient to keep the dressing clean and dry. I instruct the patient to report increased pain, redness, swelling, fever, foul odor, or excessive discharge. I document the wound assessment findings, dressing performed, materials used, and the patient's response to the procedure. I perform hand hygiene before leaving the bedside. This concludes my demonstration of wound dressing. Thank you, Ma.